Beware, someone near you is watching your life closely, not with love, but with envy, and your neighbor has placed their eyes on what belongs to you, not just your house but your peace, your blessings, your purpose, and the gifts God has poured into your life. And though you may feel uneasy, though you've felt the heaviness, the tension in the air, the sudden discomfort when looking out your window, it's not your imagination. It's your spirit picking up on what the physical eyes cannot see, and heaven is confirming it now, not to make you afraid, but to make you aware, because the neighbor you've smiled at, the one you thought harmless, has spoken words over your life as if they had the right to it. They've whispered lies, stirred envy, and tried to spiritually step where they do not belong. But heaven sees, heaven hears, and heaven moves, and Archangel Michael has been sent to stand guard over your house, over your mind, over your destiny, for you are not crazy, you are not paranoid. You are gifted with discernment, and your sensitivity is the voice of God within you saying something is not right. And child, they think you don't know, they think your silence is weakness, but it's wisdom, it's strength, it's divine protection. And now the Lord is pulling back the curtain, exposing what's been hidden, not to shame anyone but to free you, because you've been too kind, too trusting, too peaceful while they plotted, too generous while they gossiped, and still you prayed, still. You offered grace, but now God is saying enough. Now heaven is defending what belongs to you. Now every curse they spoke is turning into a blessing, and every negative word is turning into oil that flows over your life with power, and every attempt to disturb your spirit has only pushed you closer to divine alignment, because your house is not just a building, it is a territory of blessing, marked by prayer, soaked in intercession, filled with the presence of God, and no one, not even the neighbor next door, has permission to lay claim to it, spiritually or otherwise. And child, that unease you felt when they looked your way, that strange moment when you lost your keys, that tension in your chest when they passed by, those were signs, warnings, spiritual signals alerting you that something was not right. And now I confirm it, I reveal it, I show you the truth so you can guard your peace, protect your promise, and move in wisdom. For this is not the time to confront, it's the time to cover yourself in prayer, to anoint your windows, to declare your protection, and to walk boldly in the truth that no one can touch what heaven has sealed. And they've tried to imagine your life falling apart, they've seen your joy and wanted it gone, but what they don't know is your joy is not surface, it's rooted in God, and your protection isn't from alarms but from angels. And I have stationed my warriors around you. Michael stands at your gates, and every room in your house carries the echo of your prayers, your tears, your worship. And child, this is your confirmation. What you felt is real, but you are not alone, you are not in danger, you are in transition, you are in elevation. And that's why the spiritual noise has increased, because every time you step closer to purpose, the enemy panics. But don't let them distract you, don't let them steal your focus, because I have prepared a table for you in their presence, not to provoke them but to promote you, not to humiliate but to honor what I've placed inside you. And your light will shine brighter, your windows will reflect peace, not fear, your doors will open to blessing, not intrusion, and your neighbor will have to watch from afar as I bless you publicly, as I lift you higher, as I favor you beyond their understanding. For what I'm doing next in your life is untraceable, unstoppable, undeniable, and no eyes of jealousy can decode it. No spirit of sabotage can block it, no whisper of gossip can cancel it, because my word over your life is eternal, and your name is written not in rumors but in my book, and your future is not theirs to control, your peace is not theirs to disturb. And even now as you read this, something in your spirit is waking up. You feel the clarity returning, the fog lifting, the truth rising, and that is me, child, speaking directly to you, saying get ready, because I'm not just protecting you, I'm preparing you. I'm not just defending you, I'm delivering you into greater purpose, greater peace, and greater strength. So do not fear their eyes, do not worry about their words, do not let the tension turn into bitterness, but instead stand firm, stay prayed up, Speak my name over your life, walk your space with authority, because your life is holy ground and I live there with you. I have sealed the borders of your blessing, and they cannot cross, they cannot steal, they cannot shake what I have ordained. For though they smile in public and envy in secret, I see it all, I hear it all, and I have handled it all, and you don't need to prove anything, you don't need to expose them with your words, because I will reveal the truth in my timing, I will silence the lies without your effort, I will make it known who you are and whose you are, and you will rest in peace while they wrestle in confusion, you will rejoice in light while they stumble in shadows, you will be blessed in front of the very ones who tried to block you, not because you fought, but because you trusted, not because you defended, but because you surrendered, and I have declared your household sacred, your path protected, your name favored, your hands anointed, and your feet guided, so mark this season, because strange blessings are coming, sudden miracles are unfolding, and divine connections are arriving, not pretenders but real ones, not users but givers, not fakes but friends, and this is your season to rise, to glow, to be seen, and while others watch confused, you will walk in complete peace, total joy, full clarity, and permanent favor, because I have said it, and what I declare no neighbor, no man, no spirit can undo, you are covered, chosen, and called, and that will never change. And even now as heaven continues to move on your behalf, the shift around you is intensifying, because the enemy that once watched from a distance is now uncomfortable by how close you are to your breakthrough. But fear not, because with every step you take toward your calling, I go before you and behind you, and the ground beneath your feet is being stabilized by my presence, and while some try to understand how you keep standing, they don't realize it's not by your own strength, it's because you're anchored in me, and though the eyes of jealousy continue to stare, they will soon be blinded by the brightness of the glory that is coming upon your life, for I have not brought you this far to leave you vulnerable, and I have not awakened you to battle only to let you fall asleep in fear, no, I am teaching your hands to war and your heart to worship at the same time. I am training your eyes to see in the Spirit and your ears to hear what others miss, and this awareness you carry is not a burden, it is a blessing, this insight is not weight, it is wisdom, and you will no longer walk into traps unknowingly, because the veil has been torn and the truth is being revealed layer by layer, and even in the silence, I am speaking, even in the stillness, I am moving, and the atmosphere around you is shifting to make room for what's about to arrive, because your obedience has created an opening, your worship has built a sanctuary, and your faith has unlocked doors that no man can close. And even now angels are repositioning in your favor, divine instructions are being whispered into your spirit, clarity is becoming louder than confusion, and you're stepping into a season where you won't need to fight for your place because the table has already been set, your seat has already been assigned, and the oil is already flowing, and those who doubted you will wonder how you made it through what was meant to destroy you. And the answer will not be strategy, it will be grace, and they will not understand it because this next chapter of your life is not built by human effort, but by divine alignment, and every delay you faced, every closed door, every betrayal, was a necessary part of the purification process, because I was removing attachments that couldn't go where I'm sending you, and I was breaking false alliances that looked like loyalty but were rooted in control, and though it hurt, it was holy, and though it confused you, it was correction, and now that the pruning has been done, the fruit will begin to show, and what was hidden in darkness will be revealed in light, and the honor that was stolen will be restored in public, and the lies that were told will collapse under the weight of your truth, and child, this is your season to walk forward with your head held high, because I've removed the residue of rejection, I've healed the cracks they left in your confidence, and I've crowned you with purpose that no enemy can strip away, and from this moment on, you will feel a new authority rise within you, a quiet power that does not need to shout to be seen, a holy boldness that comes not from pride but from presence, because I dwell within you and I walk beside you, and I have declared this land, this house, this family, this future, holy, and anyone who tries to lay claim to what I have consecrated will find themselves wrestling with heaven itself, for you are not just protected, you are preserved, not just surviving but ascending, and though the watchers remain curious, they are no longer relevant, because what I'm doing next in your life is not for their understanding, it's for my glory, and the miracles I'm about to release will not make sense to those who judged you based on your past, because they thought your delay was your end, but I knew it was your preparation, and now the time of hiding is over, the time of fear is over, the time of being quiet to keep the peace is over, and now I am releasing your roar, I am awakening your voice, and you will no longer shrink to make others feel comfortable, because I did not give you a light to hide, I gave you a fire to shine, and it will shine through every room, every window, every space that was once surrounded by shadows, and even as they try to eavesdrop, even as they try to observe, their eyes will not comprehend the magnitude of what I'm doing, because I've cloaked your elevation in secrecy, and only those with pure hearts will understand the beauty of this season, and child, I am sending reinforcements, spiritual mentors, divine friendships, kingdom connections that will lift you instead of leech from you, and you will recognize them by the peace they carry, by the fruit they bear, and by the way they make your spirit feel rested instead of drained, because I'm not just removing watchers, I'm replacing them with witnesses, people who will see what I do in your life and glorify me, not envy you, and those who once tried to copy your blessing will have to come to you for guidance, because I'm setting you apart, not above, but apart, not to be prideful, but to be powerful in humility. And as your house becomes a lighthouse, it will draw in the broken, not to be impressed, but to be healed, and I will use your story, every scar, every silent tear, every lonely night, every misunderstood moment, I will use it all to testify of my goodness, and child, this is why the attack was so personal, this is why the enemy sent jealousy so close, because he was afraid of what I planted in you, but he's too late, because the roots have already grown deep, and the fruit is already showing, and your neighbor may keep watching, but they will no longer be a threat, for I've silenced the curses, I've closed the portals of envy, I've burned the bridges they built in secret to cross into your promise, and I declare now, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, not one word, not one plan, not one gaze, for I have seen it all, and I am still in control, and as the days pass, you will feel lighter, sleep deeper, walk stronger, and speak bolder, because you will know without doubt, I have not left you, I have not failed you, and I never will. So lift your eyes, raise your hands, open your heart, because you are stepping into a fullness you've never felt before. And the watchers will see you rise, not because you fought harder, but because you trusted deeper, not because you were louder, but because you stood still and let me speak on your behalf. And now I speak loudly through your life, through your story, through your peace, and I declare to every listening ear, every watching eye, every wandering spirit, you cannot touch what I have crowned, you cannot change what I have written, and you cannot stop what I have spoken, for the voice of the Lord has thundered, and his word shall not return void. So walk in victory, live in rest. And remember this truth, heaven is not distant, heaven is watching, fighting, covering, and favoring you, and this next season is not for survival, it is for supernatural acceleration, uncommon favor, unexpected restoration, and undeniable glory.